Hello, my Jellyfighters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 27th of January, 2026. So, I've been doing my thing again, where I keep talking and never getting done. I think I'll get done with what I wanted to say here. So, I was talking about how I've got the cartoon that I've been making that I've had on Substack for 6 months now or so, maybe 4 months. Let's just say 4 months. It's probably longer than that, but we can just live with that. So I could figure out exactly because I think 22 are up. So once a week for 22. So that's probably 5 months, almost 6. So I've had it up for like 22 weeks, got 22 pages up. Um, and when I first put it up, I was thinking of including some way to support that, right? So that's the reason why I chose Substack to deliver it originally. Say, let people subscribe for $5 a month. And if you did that, then I would give you some early access because for reasons I said earlier, the way I'm drawing this, I basically draw three uh, sets of panels per page. Oh, and oh, ironic. Strength, life, and hallucination, and incineration. So if that's fixed itself up, yeah, okay. There's nothing here. But the minimum amount somebody would get charged for my stuff in this case would be more than I was willing to charge, right? So the minimum charge for Substack and then for Patreon was more than I was willing to charge for what I was doing. I didn't think it was worth it personally. I would not have bought it at that cost, at that price point. So I would not only wouldn't I buy it at that price point, I thought it would be exorbitant. It's just too much. It's not just not right. It would be about 5 times as much as I think. Be 5 times as much as too much, right? I guess is the way to say it. So I started putting, and so I just left that Patreon alone and put things on Substack for free. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to stealth and scale. Okay. So I just put it up on Patreon or up on Patreon, Substack for free, and then forgot about the Patreon. Mostly. So I'd I had how should I say this? I had Thank you, Mr. Goblin Conjure. I had subscribed to an artist I like on Patreon, and then I had some free things, or not free, I guess, is some guys I just watched instead of subscribed to on Patreon. And so I just let that do its thing for a while. For like 6 months. So that had actually gotten set up before I stopped, right? So that's um, part of the deal. Speed, slowness, invisibility, broadsword regeneration, awareness, and spear. Check out the spear. Ooh, that's a spear of force. That is a keeper. And so then just last week, the week before, well, before I started this, you may recall, or before I stopped, I can see the Surfworks thing up there, right? And I had been going back to a idea I had 15 years ago about orcs on islands, right? And I thought, hey, wouldn't this be fun? Why did I get rid of the Spear of Force? I don't know. To start playing with that. And so I've got some drawings here that I'll show you. And that's what I've been putting. And so I've been working on that. So I'd seen this stuff from Daddy Rolls a One on YouTube, right? And I started working on it again during the break. And this is fairly serious. I have not complete, but something like 30 pages. With some breaks and things like that because I'm starting to get it in formats that I might like. So there's a lot of work to do. Maybe 10 more pages plus filling out the rest. So it's maybe half done. But I've sort of written up a supplement for that, plus some other supplementy things as well. So I've been working on that. And somewhere recently, I have just caustic gas, all right, and a bunch of stuff I don't know. +0 scale mail, weak with hunger. more caustic gas. So I've been playing around with that, writing up, this surfwork supplement, and drawing pictures and stuff like that. So because I'd watched this alignment, and I'd started that more mainly because I'd watched an alignment video. So this is going to be stupid, but I watched a video on D&D alignment, which was something I'd gotten into trouble with before. Or I shouldn't say gotten into trouble with, but I'd expressed my views on the internet about this in the past. Let's put it that way. And I liked what this guy had to say because he had actually figured out what D&D alignment was supposed to be back when they first decided to make it. Um, by third edition, it had turned into sort of Myers-Briggs test. It was more or less some kind of Jungian psychology BS. Jungian, excuse me. Um, it turned into sort of a role-playing aid for bad role players. Um, and so he and some other dude. So he and some other dude were doing these things. I decided that I liked what he was saying, but I hadn't watched very much. I'd stayed on the sort of things I normally watch rather than watching the D&D stuff. But I kept working at my supplement thing, just trying to flesh out those surf works that I'd made up 20 years ago, maybe more, drawing stuff and so forth and so on. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of with that. We'll get over here. And then I started watching a couple more, right? And this guy started talking about, well, they killed that dude, right? Oh, it's that ogre. Um, But somewhere along the line, I started watching a couple more of these Daddy Roll to One videos. And one of the things that I noticed was, and you know, I also talked about some other guy called Professor Dungeon Master. I started watching those. I liked what this guy was saying too. And I decided, well, you know what I can do here is I can, perfect. I can support them on Patreon, right? Um, I like what they're doing. And they put out little, I'm not sure if they do it every month, but you know, they put out little supplements and things like that. I thought that would be good enough. That'd be fine. That would be nice. That would be something I could support, right? And justify to myself because I'd be getting something reasonable out of it. I mean, nothing amazing, but um, something good enough. Um, H plus 2 Warrack. The Force makes this a really good weapon. And look at all those mystics. Okay. So I should have combined that with something else. Ooh, this is a bad ring. Okay, so we will call L. No, the Devil's Wedding Ring. So I started to support them. But I also thought, hey, this is another place I can put things in. So I thought, well, you know, I do have my Instagram. I put up a lot of drawings there. I don't put all of them. And oops, oh motherfucker, he stole a potion of life. Oh crap. Anyways, um, I didn't even know I hit a monkey, let alone that he'd stolen my potion of life. That's what I get. It's basically a level, by the way. So as I was watching, as I was reading these things and looking at that, I said, well, I can put these things on a Patreon too, right? That would be fun. I mean, I've got this Patreon. I come to it, you know, once a week or once every other week whenever somebody posts something on Patreon that I'm supporting, which is not many people, but still, once in a while somebody does. And when this artist that I'm following starts using it again, I'll show up. I think he, I think he does a post every Tuesday, right? So I would end up doing checking out one post every Tuesday. Another ring of stealth. How good was this ring of stealth? Very good. So these are two very good rings. It's very unlikely. That I get a better ring. Um, Thank you, Goblin Mystic. You are guaranteed to find every single problem like that. It's probably a dead end. Good. Mm, okay, so Yeah, I've been putting that up, and when I'm done with the Surfworks, I plan to put that up there as well. Let's see. Shit, it threw instead of fired. Anything I don't need. I do not need that second ring of stuff. Okay. I'm looking to check the magic. Go see the Tales of Orky Doom. All those were bad, so would have been fine. Actually, it looks like I should probably try to use up those darts. Mm, oh, there was another way around. Um, we is good. Sanctuary, not so good. Let's see. Leather armor. Don't know if it's any good. Oh no. That's good. I'm not sure exactly where I was. Okay, I had to go back up. Quit. And bad. Okay, that was a bad idea. Okay, so where was I? Yeah. and be depicted traps of pain. And this is where those lights show up. So just trying to remember exactly how much I'd said before I got caught by my wife. Um, you remember I had to go back up, and I had used to detect magic. Okay. Right. What about the mystics? I hear. So I think I had gotten to the point where I died, where I'd put stuff up, just -1. This was a pretty good warp hike. Um, so I think I had gotten to the point where I said I'd started putting stuff up on Patreon, and I'll talk a little bit about that next time.